back to my channel. I am very excited for today's video, although it is a little less exciting, I feel like, than it has been in years past. I have an update for all the pans in my collection, and I believe the last time I updated you in about June of this year, I had, I want to say 20 to 21 pans in my collection. I am down to about 13. I definitely have several pans through a couple of these face palettes, but we have like cut our pans in half, and I don't necessarily want to cut my pans in half. Like, I genuinely want to be using and loving my makeup collection, so I would like to have more pans in my collection. Now, I will say I did just finish a pretty large declutter, especially for like me and my collection. It's definitely the largest declutter I have done to date. So some of these products have been moved out, and I have finished some of these products as well. So it is always exciting to actually finish a makeup product. So some of the like decrease in pan sizes is a good thing, but I'm definitely hoping that when I update you guys next June, maybe I do have a couple of more pans in my collection to share. Anyway, if you are interested in seeing which pans I currently have in my collection, then stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content, palette themed content, or just hanging out and chit-chatting about makeup, that is what we do over on this channel. So I hope you'll consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. Okay, I'm gonna start with, I have things kind of organized by product type. I think maybe I'll just start with bronzer. I'll start with bronzer. Okay, I currently have 4 bronzers in my collection with pan. I will say I definitely decluttered at least one bronzer with a pan, and then also my Give Beauty Duo had a pan in it, but I finished like the powder version of that had the pan, and I finished my Doblo bronzer. So I did finish some bronzers this year. Anyway, my bronzers with a pan still. I have my Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, and I do think the pan has grown just a little bit in this product from this update to the last. I could be wrong, but I feel like this has grown just ever so slightly, so that's really exciting. This is something that hasn't gotten a ton of use from me in the past year, but I definitely have been pulling it out lately because it is a really beautiful product on days that I'm maybe not going in with any sort of foundation, but I do want to add just a little bit of definition to my face. It does give me just a little bit of a sculpt, a little bit of, oh, she doesn't just have a round face. So I do really like that, and I'm hoping that I can make a lot more progress on this in the coming months. Then I have my Chanel Le Beige Cream Bronzer, and this is, I was gonna say, I think this is one that I thought I had expanded the pan on quite a bit. I don't think so at all now. I'm like, wait, I was expecting to open this, and why in my mind did I have like a huge pan in this? And I just have this little pin print. Well, at least it's a pan. At least it is a pan. I do think I had a pan on this last update too. Maybe last update was the first update that I had a pan on this though. This is getting older in my collection though, so I feel like we need to be making good progress next summer. Then I have my Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Bronzer in the shade Into Sun. This will be a spoiler to my deck of panning project pan, which I'm currently focused on this for, but this has definitely grown a ton since the last update. I have been focused on this. I'm really excited because I'm finally starting to show like a ring here. This, I swear, is like the bronzer that just never ends. I thought I was gonna hit pan on this for several months before I even hit a pan, and then after hitting a pan, I was like, okay, the pan's gonna grow really quickly. No, it definitely did not. But it is so encouraging to see this pan in this bronzer because this has had the smallest pan for several years at this point in time. And now it finally has an expanded pan. And then the last bronzer with a pan, I think has grown. It'll be interesting to look back at pictures, but I have my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrushed Bronzer, and we have a very, very large pan going in this. I am really hoping I can finish my Fenty Beauty bronzer next year, but it would be exciting if I could also focus on and potentially finish this bronzer as well. I don't want to neglect my entire bronzer collection by just focusing on a couple of bronzers next year, but I feel like with some effort in the summer, we could make some really great progress on this. And it does really encourage me to see already such a large pan in this bronzer. So we'll see what happens next year. But those are the 4 bronzers that I have pan on. I then have one blush, but it's more like a blush topper. and it is a duo. This is so old in my collection. It's the Kosas Papaya Duo, and I have had a pan in this shade, this kind of like highlighter slash blush topper shade, for quite a while now. It may be a little bit larger than the last time I updated. I do feel like I was reaching for this a decent amount this summer. This is a very old product in my collection, but I love this duo. I wish Kosas would bring back both the powder and the cream like duos. The Tropic Equinox cream like blush and highlight duo, I wish they'd bring that back. Anyway, I would love to really expand this pan, just because I feel like with a little bit of effort, I feel like the like powder around this pan is pretty low, almost like halfway across this pan. So I feel like we could make progress pretty quickly. And this is a really beautiful, just like glowy neutral shade. Maybe next year we can see more progress with that. All right, then I have 4 highlights also with a pan. I'm gonna be really careful with this first one when I open it. This is the Bobbi Brown Pink Glow highlight. This I've repressed and it's just so messy. I definitely think this is something I want to try and finish like in its entirety next year. I absolutely would buy Bobbi Brown Pink Glow again. I think this is a beautiful highlight. They do, I believe, still offer it in a mini size. I would only buy the mini. I've had this mini since 2018. It has been one of my favorite, most worn highlights in my entire collection. And we are 7 years later and I still have highlight left. So I am hoping I can finish this next year. It is, because of the way it's not a great, it didn't repress that well for me, so it's a bit crumbly. But it definitely has changed quite a bit since the last time we saw this, and I am hoping to just finish this one next year because this one is pretty messy to pull out and use at this point. My Vesca Beauty Moonlight highlight, the pan has grown quite a bit over the years that we have been tracking my pans, although I don't know how much it has grown this year. I focused on this a lot last year, and so I wasn't reaching for it as much this year. However, this is still a favorite highlight for me, so even when I'm not like focused on it, it's still something that like I really love to reach for. I'll be curious to see if the pan has grown any more in this at all, and it'll be curious to see how this continues to grow throughout the next couple of years, because I'm sure it'll take a couple of years to finish, but I do think that's a beautiful one. This next one I was really hopeful I would have as an empty before this update, but alas, it is not quite empty. This is from Rose Inc. It is the Opalescent Cream Highlight, and as you can tell, I do not have a lot of this left. This is such a beautiful cream highlight. It gives this really beautiful iridescent pink finish to the skin that just looks so glass-like and so natural on the skin. I love this product. I definitely would buy this again. However, when I do empty this out, I do want to try and focus on a couple of my other cream and liquid highlights just to get use out of them, see if they still serve a purpose in my collection, and if ultimately I decide that I don't love them as much as this one, then I can declutter those and buy another one of these. Love this, such an easy product to use, and I do anticipate this should very much be an empty, so this will likely be the last time I update this in like all of the pans in my collection. Next up I have my Pixi Glowy Gossamer Duo, which I do believe has changed since the last time we saw it. I can't remember if this has changed or if I had just recently hit a pan in both sides of this. I had a pan in the pink side for the longest time, and this year I finally also hit a pan on the golden side. And then once I did hit a pan, I was focused on this quite a bit at the beginning of this summer to like highlight my shoulders specifically. I was really enjoying it for that. This is one that is always a really fun one to reach for, and I will be curious to see how much this grows, both by the next time we see it and by same time next year, just because I do feel like maybe by June of next year this won't have a lot of change, just because I reach for this mostly in the summer. But once we get through next summer, I do anticipate this will have a lot more change. And then I have 4 face palettes. So this is like what I consider a face and eye palette, and I'm not sharing my eyeshadow pans in this video, although I don't have a lot of eyeshadow pans still in my collection, but I'm sharing my Danessa Myricks Groundworks palette because I use this for my brows, and this is the reason I have pan in this isn't for eyeshadow purposes. So I've pretty much all but used up this shade up here, which was the shade that I was reaching for all last year for my brows. This year, Bark has been my shade. And then last year for a bit of time, I was also using a bit of Harvest. So you can tell I do have a pan in Harvest as well. Leanne was kind enough to share with me her Groundworks palette. So I do have another one of these in backup. So when I finish Bark, I will likely just reach for that Groundworks palette as well, because I love having these two shades for brows. So I just wanted to share this because these have truly gotten so much use that they deserved a bit of a highlight in this video. And then I have 3 other face palettes. So I have my Becca Après Ski face palette, which I was hopeful that maybe I would have a pan in the shade Rose Quartz. This is my favorite highlight in my collection. However, I spent all last year pretty much panning Rose Quartz. So I definitely wanted to rotate through my highlight collection this year a little bit. Hopefully next year I can have a pan going in this. Maybe if I tried to focus on this shade as an inner corner highlight, I could also have a pan here. And then I do have a pan in the bronzer here, which I was kind of hoping to have this completed before the end of the year. Obviously that did not happen, but this is my update here. I am really hoping that by next June, we could have at least 1, if not 2 additional pans in this palette, because it's always so exciting to open a face palette up and see not 1, but several pans, because it really does show the love, you know? Then I have my NARS Overlust palette, which, okay, at one point had a pan in all 3 of these top shades. The top formula is kind of like a squishy cream-like texture, so you can really kind of like squish it back into place. I will say I was reaching for this a ton this summer on like my chest and neck, like a ton, and using a lot of product. So it surprises me now that everything's kind of like squished back into place. It almost looks like a brand new shade there. I have maybe the tiniest pan still in this gold, and then I do have a bit of a pan in the pink here. This is something I cannot wait. I cannot wait, because I know I will use, especially because I do plan to do my makeup more next summer when I'm not going through first trimester like illness. I plan to use this all the time on my chest and neck area. So I'm very excited to see if we could potentially either have a huge pan in that middle shade or like use that middle shade up. And I also just really like this highlight formula. Maybe when I finish the rose ink one, I'd be curious how I would feel about this one also, just as like an everyday beautiful glowy highlight. I feel like I could transition over to using this one quite a bit. I love my NARS face palettes, so to see pans in them is always really exciting, and I would like to see larger pans in this palette. And of all of my NARS face palettes, like the blushes in here are just like the most neutral and most wearable for every day. So I really would like to see this look even more used and loved. And then finally, the last thing with a pan in it in my collection, the last face palette, is my Lancome Dual Finish Highlighter Palette. I've had this since 2019. I do have a pan in all 3 of the shades, which I think I had a pan in all 3 shades when I updated this past June. Frosted Rosé is my most used, and in fact I actually reached for this one the other day. Had I been wearing makeup more this summer, I definitely think we would have seen a bit of an expansion in honestly both Gilded Gold and Sparkling Peach, but alas, that did not happen. I will say the pans are relatively thin, so I really feel like if I focused on this, like perhaps I should roll this into a project next year, like really try and get it into my deck of panning or something, and do maybe like a high usage goal. Because I feel like if I were to use all of these shades like 30 times a piece, I could really have some large pans going in this, which again, it's just so exciting to open a face palette and see a ton of pan. So that is where we're at with this palette, and those are all of the pans in my collection. I quickly wanted to pop on really quick. I filmed the bulk of this video the other day, but I ended up hitting a pan on my What's Up Beauty Wind Dancer pressed setting powder, and I wanted to share this because I hadn't edited or uploaded this video yet. So I do have another pan to share, which is super exciting. Once I hit pan, I honestly feel like the pan expanded so quickly. I probably hit pan on this about 3 days ago, and it's just, I've continued to use it and continued obviously to expand the pan pretty significantly, to the point where I'm like, I honestly don't even know by next update, so basically 6 months from now, I don't necessarily know this powder will still be around, especially if I continue to focus on it. Obviously, I do also really like my Kosas powder, and I will flip-flop back and forth between the two of them, but I just wanted to quickly pop on and share that I do have another pan. This video unfortunately feels like really short and sweet, which is great, but I love to see pans throughout my collection, so I'm a little bit sad. I would like to have at least, I don't know, I hope by the next update I have 20 pans again. Hopefully I'll buy less and just use more of what I currently have, and I'll have a more exciting update to share next time. But I would love to know if you track the amount of pans in your makeup collection and how many you currently have. Let a girl know in the comments below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting me and my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.